cracking? I am Nick Danger, and you're now tuned into the Art of MV. Welcome to the channel, and thanks for watching my video. Like, share, and subscribe. And do me a big favor, continue to leave it all in the comment section, man. So, this is a very different video. This first part is basically just an addendum to what I think is one of the biggest comments I see as a thread throughout not only the MV and standalone based groups when the MV comes up, but the MV groups itself, and even on my YouTube channel. Some of the comments are more like, some diehard MV guys think the MV 8000 8800 has not been succeeded, and it has. The MV1 Verse Lab is the successor. They left off some things and they added some things. The more nuanced part, the very detailed sequencer of the MV 8000 is gone, and it is succeeded by a user-friendly, beginner user-friendly, Roland more bass sequencer based around real-time and having access to the TR style sequencer that they've had a lot of success with their 808, their new 808, the TR8 and TR8S, and the other instruments that use that method. They kept on with it, and that's because that's their thing, right? Sounds and easy to come up with something. So that's what it is more based toward. Now, the way the sounds are set up, it's not as super sampler sound design heavy. It comes with some tones you can edit, some drums you can edit, and a lot of polished great sounds out the box, along with access to a synthesizer app, the Zen Beats with the Zenology Pro, depending on your level of involvement. When you look at them side by side, the contrasts are obvious, but there's some subtle things that aren't so obvious, like for the little bit of real estate that they have on the MV1 Verse Lab, they have a lot of buttons. When you count the button, and you have to count even the input buttons, the TR style step sequencer and the 16 pad matrix, along with all the other buttons and knobs, they covered every inch they could with the control. So that tells you how much power and complexity that is packed inside that thing, right? And when you go in deep, it's easy to get to. So it can really be an MV in your backpack. And in the direction I'm heading in, it sounds like, or it looks like, I'll be able to port over all the stuff that's in my MV over to the MV1 Verse Lab and bounce that wherever I want to. The MV1 Verse Lab actually took care of a problem in a subtle way that I was looking at, and that is getting another interface, another computer sound card interface. I don't need it now because the MV can be a subtle, simple interface, a way to interface with a DAW and input the music or take sounds out of a DAW, right? Because of how they got it wired. Now, we know the MV 8000 set the bar really high because of the features on it and its execution after the release of the 8800, and that would have been the 3.51 update for the 8000. Once it reached that part, it was basically a big DAW, you know what I mean? And it had everything you needed, and the 8000 set the bar for what will become the MPC-X and a lot of other machine type things. And I even see a little bit of the sample profile of the MV in the new SP404 Mark II, right? But unlike the MV 8000, the MV1 is not positioned to be the centerpiece of your setup. It's basically seemingly meant to be a mobile pocket version of your studio, and it is able to do that for some reason because they've been able to bounce all those sounds from the Supernatural to the XV engine to All their technology has been bounced into this simple designed box right here. Fits in a backpack, man. And we're going to test out and see how those sounds and the qualities measure up against the older 8000s in videos to come. Once again, man, the MV is here.
The MV was very different in that respect because it really was a true full production system. And I can't think of one other instrument made that you could do everything from beginning to end and mastered, CD burned, red book, quiet edition that you could deliver distribution.
Another thing too that, when we're talking about the quantized and everything that really separated this from anything else out there was
You could have it in record mode or just plain, and you could adjust
the percentage and quantized and everything all in real time without stopping or having to apply a quantized to ice. Another thing too that it's got the RE201 tape effect built in. The Cosm effects that are built in on the MV, there's actually a lot of boss effects that are built into the Cosm effects, which is stuff that you found on the VS recording. So
plug this guitar
and I showed him how you can do
amp simulations and all these really cool things that you would find like on a Boss M50. The Cosm.
And with that being said, applause are in order for the next announcement. I cannot believe it, man. I am so enthused. I'm bringing out all the stops. No, man, but seriously, man, this is a thank you part of a video. Just kind of came up with at the end. I passed 200 subscribers. That means 200 more guys like talking about the MV just like I do. Because to be honest, man, one of the things that I wanted to do is just have an MV conversation. So check it out. So when I first and I'm just looking at all the YouTube streams I look at, nobody was talking about the MV. So, and then sometimes when they do talk about the MV, it's kind of like I found out most people were misunderstanding the MV. It's just kind of a misunderstood piece of gear, right? Then one guy actually said it. One of my guys I listen to a lot at the Daydream Sound said it has to be the least talked about sample on the internet. So I wanted to see if there was a reason. So I just started making videos, and you guys joined me. Thanks a lot for joining me in this journey.